somebody a death, he'll come get me.
1, 2, 3.
He'll find me.
Yeah.
Hi, Gene.
How you doing, Jane? Oh, beautiful.
Gene, why don't you sit right here?
Ah,
Nice to have you. Why don't,
hello. How are you?
Herb, why don't you sit on the other side of Pat's?
Okay, sure.
She said, get up here.
Sure. Sit on the other side.
Oh,
Five. Okay, I'm sorry that mic over there isn't working. Is Dwight Yoakam here? Well, as soon as Dwight gets up here, we'll get the show on the road. Is Clint here? Oh, good. There you are.
I saw you.
Right.
Oh, he's right.
Don't get up. Don't get up. I don't want to get into it.
Hey, Clint. Hello, here's my buddy. How are you? I'm okay.
Great show.
It was a good show.
No, from what everybody
It did go
told me.
well.
Well, you get
Yeah.
pictures
Sang
tonight.
well.
You got any
We
yet?
took guys
Oh,
out.
that sounds very good. That sounds good. That's a good guy.
I'll
They
take
Been
usually,
you.
well wounded.
yeah, they usually, yeah.
See you.
Yeah. Hi, Dwight. I'm very good. I think I remember you from a long time back.
Yes, I know. We've run into each other a few times.
We were on a train together one time.
Thank you all for coming and for waiting.
But,
Met you at a Jerry
talk to you.
Lewis.
I'm sorry I have to work from this mic, but that other one isn't live. I'm Barbara Trister, and we welcome you to this press conference for the Gene Autry Western Heritage Museum. I want to start, sir. You're going to have 15 minutes of Q&A in here right now with the stars of your choice, and I'll monitor it. You can ask the questions. We're going to follow it by 15 minutes of a photo opportunity for you. For the press conference, we want you to depart on the doors that you came in from, and you will be taken to the press section area where you can shoot the concert. There is not going to be, during the concert, any flash or special lighting allowed, and TV will be allowed 30-second sound bites. And now I would like to introduce the stars at the head table. I don't think I need to do this, but you know them all. Starting on my right, Dwight Yoakam, Herb Jeffries, Patsy Montana, Emmylou Harris, and Gene Autry, the man who made this museum and everything else possible. Clint Black, and Eddie Dean. May I have your questions, please? Any press questions? Yes, the lady over there. Who would you like for Dwight Yoakam?
I don't know, at what point. I think that there's been an impact by a lot of California artists over the years. I think that Gene Autry and the people that the performers recognized here tonight illustrates the impact that performers in the West have had for the last 50, 60 years on popular American culture and music. I don't think that it's something that's necessarily limited to any one region. And I think that certainly when artists come out of the West Coast, there's a look occasionally to that, as a grounds for finding other artists. But I really think that tonight's focus for me is on the singing cowboys of the film era and the performances that are being honored tonight.
Is there another question, please? Thank you, Dwight. I think that your hand was up first.
Hey.
There's been some talk about that, but there haven't been any plans made yet. but it's real interesting, and you know, it'd be a privilege. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
The lady over here who had a question.
I've made quite a few guitars, yeah, just for kicks. I'm a guy, I was born in July, and and we go this way. I do a little bit of everything. I don't do much of anything, but do a little bit of everything. So I did make some guitars, and Gene, one of them is here in Gene Autry's museum, incidentally. I thought enough of it to give it to my dear friend Gene. So Gene accepted it, and Jackie, and also Joanne, and I've got some material here, and it's a great honor to be in this great museum. Thank you for the question.
Yes, the gentleman there, second row.
I've done 5. First one was in 1937. That was called Harlem on the Prairie. Then I didn't do another one until 1938, and then I did 4 in that year. Of course, you must realize that we made them in 5 or 6 days. They were called quickies. Mm-hmm.
Is there another question?
Translate that for me. What she said. I didn't get all the questions.
She wanted plans. You have plans for a new album?
Yes, I've got plans, but I haven't. Somebody else hasn't. Yeah, I'm waiting.
The young lady back there.
Yes.
You know, there's been some talks, and there's been, no, go ahead.
No, please.
There've been I have an agent here, CAA, and he's received some scripts, and there've been some interesting things that have come my way, but you know, it's not the same thing as singing, and because you can do one doesn't mean you can do the other. So if I were going to pursue something like that, it would have to be absolutely perfect, and the chances of that happening are pretty slim. So yeah.
Well, yeah, I've always been one to engage in imperfection from time to time, and I did do some things recently, and well, it remains to be seen whether I should have waited till something perfect came along or not. But I enjoyed what I did. I did a small few scenes with Dennis Hopper and Nicolas Cage in an upcoming film. So yeah, I mean, like Clint, I think that transcending the boundary of being a singer and working as an actor is something that takes a whole different set of techniques and set of techniques. There you go. That's wonderful grammar, isn't it? It takes a whole different technique than singing does and performing on stage live. So I think you have to study it either with a coach or somebody, and I'm pursuing those ends.
One last question, and then we'll be doing photo ops.
I learned a few things from Roy doing that video, like that you can tell the director, I think you've got enough shots of this, let's move on. And I had a great time. I got to, when we shot that video, I got to interview Roy for a magazine, and in doing that, he didn't realize I had a tape recorder going, and he just got to talking and telling stories, and one after another, and it was a great opportunity. I had a ball. Thank you.
I'm going to let 2 more questions, and Sue Wolf, and then the gentleman back against the wall after that, and that'll be it.
Well, we hope that it will be an annual thing, yes. And we've had a lot of wonderful people here to help us out. and we'll give that some thought at a later date.
Thank you. Sue, did you have a question for? Yes. Oh, good.
Oh. Yeah, I'm here. Here. Oh, yes. We're going to start up the 6th of June and go through Labor Day.
Did you have a question? Yes.
Well, that's a hard question for me to answer, but I think that if you look back in the history of our country, why there's been so many outstanding personalities from the time that our country was formed that were cowboys or were associated with the West. Why it would be hard for me to, I could go into a lot of paper and tell you about that, but I think it's here to stay. I think this cowboy and this one and all the rest of them.
Cowgirls. Thank you.
Thank you all very much. We will. Monty Hale back there with his hand up. We have to do this one.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate the invitation, but I was living over here and then I moved someplace else.
We love you all, and we're glad you're here. We're very happy you're here with us.
Well, it's an honor to be here. Thank you.
That's
I'm going to go back over.
that's from the vice president of the museum as well as the singing cowboy. And pardon?
Oh, yes.
I was just going to say, Monty, thank you, but on behalf of myself, and I know Emmy and Clint, and I'm sure I speak for the rest of the performers here tonight, it's an honor to be here, and it's a pleasure to be here, and I wouldn't have missed it for anything, and thank you.
Thank you, singing cowboy of the past and the present. And now, if you'd like a few minutes for a photo op, and then the stars have to get back to dinner and their performances.
Eugene, right together for the shot.
I hope all of you've gotten everything that you need.
Here, I'm going to do cast culture, and I couldn't do the other, so we turned it into something else. Yeah, I know, but I Thank you very much.
Taking a couple shots in Emmy Lou? Straight ahead a couple. Herb, can I get you and Clint together, please?
Got it?
No, wait.
You get it?
Oh,
You get it? Come on, Gino.
great. That'd be
One more
great.
shot here. We want to get in here. One more. One more shot. Right
There we go.
There we go.
That's what we're
That's
looking for.
it. Okay. All right. Okay.
Thank you.
It went well, yeah.
Herb Jeffries, Patsy Montana, Emmy Lou Harris. Herb Jeffries.
Right or left? That's good. Okay. You ready? You consider yourself a singing cowboy?
Well, I'm a singer. I wish I were half the cowboy that I were a singer, actually.
You know, a lot of these guys, they weren't really cowboys. They were actors. I mean, it wasn't that much difference, is it really?
It's actually, I guess we're sort of the representatives of the cowboys on stage, although we couldn't say that we did half the work that they did. Yeah.
What do you think the benefits? I mean, what did singing cowboys make it possible for us in the later country western music, or what do you think their legacy is as far as the story?
Singing cowboys romanticized the cowboy life, the lifestyle, the attitude. You know, cowboys had a certain attitude, and that came across on the screen. That what they presented to us just made it cool to be a cowboy.
What effect they have on your life as a little boy? You remember? How many singing cowboys do you remember?
I don't know. It's hard to think about the effect that they had. It's easier to think about the effect that it would if they weren't there. You know, because you think about all the heroes and the sort of they give you some values. You know, that you might not pick up anywhere else. And when you look up to people and they're doing good and they're doing good things, then it can help you to have a a good direction or just make you makes you think of doing better things or making more of yourself or chivalry, all the honesty, the things that came across in the Gene Autry and Roy Rogers films and those kind of films that made it great to be the good guy.
You think you would be up here today if there had not been a Gene Autry or a Roy Rogers before you?
Boy, I hate to think about it. I think that I would not have been a lot of things if it weren't for those heroes, yeah.
Good answer.
Thank you. Thank you. There you go. Thank you. Good luck. Good luck to you. Hope it goes another 50 years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come over here.
I'm coming over there.
Photos.
Oops.
Moving pictures.
Oh, don't move.
Don't move.
You're never gonna see a couple of black and white.
Oh, yeah, with the video.
Just switch to black and white.
Okay.
Back up one still.
Yeah. You know, they always say.
She does it the old-fashioned way. Slow, one at a time. Kind of like my camera.
Right here, please. Right next to Roger. And Roger, your camera.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Showtime.
Showtime.
No, what's your name? Matter of fact, I'm going to have a meeting.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Clint, I want you to meet my wife, Regina.
Well, I'll get John.
Welcome to our salute to the singing cowboy. You know, isn't this a nice place to enjoy great Western music out here on this nice grassy knoll with a mellow western moon overhead? Well, at least maybe before the night's over. Yeah, you're right outside the Gene Autry Western Heritage Museum, one of the greatest treasure troves of Western Americana in the whole world. And tonight, the museum and the Western Music Association invite you to join in paying tribute to the singing cowboys and cowgirls. Yeah, who rode across the silver screen right into our living rooms. You know, these people are really unique performers because they brought to us a whole new form of entertainment. And they have delighted generations of audiences all over the world. And I'm so pleased to say that this is the first time that all of these living legends have come together in one place. And that's very exciting to me. And you know what? Listen, I got to tell you that these people, every one of them, they are my idols. I grew up with them. And a lot of people may not know this, but I got to tell you that I really wanted to be a singing cowboy. Okay. See, that wasn't in the script, but I said, what the hell, it's my chance. And, you know, at least I made it halfway. I got to be a cowboy. A young man who has taken Western music to heart and given it his own special twang, and you know who I'm talking about. His current album, If There Was a Way, is a million seller and features 4 top 10 singles. Then the 5th single, which is out right now, is climbing like you wouldn't believe it, and that's The Heart That You Own. Yeah, America just can't get enough of this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to Mr. Dwight Yoakam.
Thank you all for coming out here tonight. I appreciate the offer extended by the Autrys and the museum for us to come over, for me to come over, myself and my renowned accompanist. Here tonight, Mr. Ry Cooder is with me. Also, some cowboy movie fame himself, musically. We're gonna do some acoustic things here that a couple of I haven't done for a long time. Used to do. I tell you, well, thank you. I have enormous feelings of affection for y'all too. Anyway, we're gonna do doing some stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds of issues we could talk about, isn't there? Anyway, I'm proud to be here tonight because, and I hope tonight we can do some honor and show our respect to the gentleman that made a lot of those movies. This is one that a friend of mine, Willie Nelson, wrote a few years ago. And I used to do it before I ever met him. It's kind of Willie's slant on a cowboy song. Red-headed stranger from Blue Rock, Montana, rode into town today. Under his legs sat the raging black stallion, and walking behind was the bay. The red-headed stranger had eyes like thunder, and lips that were sad and tired. His little lost love lay asleep on the hillside, and his heart was heavy as night. Don't cross him, don't boss him, he's wild in his sorrow, hiding his pain. Hey, don't fight him, don't spite him, just wait till tomorrow. Maybe he'll ride home again. The yellow-haired lady leaned out of the window, watched as he rode away.